Hello everyone, Taylor Johnson here to give you a look at the November 2024 housing market for the DC regional market. And we can see that there's an uptick in closed sales and the median price is up. We also see that pending sales are up and the new listings are down. So I think for everybody, the biggest issue really is the new listings because the supply of homes for sale continues to decline, though we can see that the active listings are up. And so what this really means is that every month a certain number of homes come onto the market, the new listings, and a certain number of homes sell. So if you look at this, we have new listings at 3,097 and new pending sales at 3,705. So we actually sold more homes in November than came on the market, right? But you can see that last month or last year, there were new listings 3,268 and new pending sales was 3,257. So there are just a few less homes sold than there were listed. And that carried over into the next month. So the active inventory increased the next month, even though the number of new listings was low. In this November of 2024, we actually sold more homes than were listed. So next month, the active inventory will be lower than it is now. Months of supply remains tight and showings are up year over year. However, they are down 10,000 over what they were in October. And the months of supply is also down over what it was in October. And so that means that things are a little less tight than months of supply is down, so it's tighter. So there's tighter inventory than it was. Remember, if you find this video useful, please push the like button so that others like you also find it, and join my channel and subscribe, and you'll get a notice of this every month. DC sales edged ahead. For the whole year, they're up about 0.5%. So that means we had a decrease in some time, and now we have a little bit of an increase, and it's kind of leveling out. Looking ahead, new pending sales had a strong growth in November, with just a few of the suburbs showing fewer contracts this month compared to last year. Transactions have been supported by new listings and growth in supply, though I would argue that actually the supply is not growing. The active listings are growing, but the actual number of new listings is down. Some counties have fewer active listings, and that keeps the market tight and competitive. Affordability, as we've been saying for the last year or so, it will continue to be an issue. Pending sales, let's take a look at that. Look at this, the new pending sales line. This gray line is COVID time. So pending sales are up over what they were last year, but they're down below what they were in COVID. Now let's look at new listings. Look at new listings now compared to what they were in COVID. So even though COVID was a time when people were afraid of having people in their homes, there were more homes on the market at that time than there are now. Listings continue to be the issue if you're a buyer, in that there's just not enough homes for sale. And that keeps pushing prices up. And of course, with the interest rates at 6 or 7%, which is historically about where they've been for the last 4 years or so, it still means that it's a real challenge to be able to afford to buy a home right now. In the suburbs, we can see that sales remain high, though in DC itself, they're down a little bit. So again, if you're thinking of buying in the suburbs, you've got a little bit more competition than you do in DC, just to be aware of that. And the median sales price has had various results depending on where you are. We can see that Loudoun County, Arlington County surprisingly had a decrease. Alexandria City are perhaps some of the bargain places right now compared to others. New listings are down across the board. We're going to ignore Fairfax City because 16 is just too small. And we're also going to ignore Falls Church. 8 listings is just too small to be a relevant statistic. Showings, as you can see across the board, are up over last year, down over last month. And then the months of supply, we're tight everywhere except Washington, D.C. So keep that in mind, and be aware that if you're searching, you got to be ready, you got to get out there, and in some cases you're going to have to make a decision quickly. So my name is Taylor Johnson. I am a real estate agent with Keller Williams Capital Properties, part of the Eng Garcia Team. I'm here to be a resource for you, whether you're a buyer or a seller. Please reach out to me. I'm happy to talk you through some of this information and advise you on where the market stands. Have a great day, and remember to hit the like button so others can find this information and subscribe to my channel. Thanks very much for your time. Bye now.